Every day I'm just tryna run my sack up. Ooh, stash 100 bands under the mattress. I'm tryna run my bands up, they can't catch us. Bitch, I'm self-made, I don't take no pay cut. Every day I'm just tryna run my sack up. Ooh, stash 100 bands under the mattress. I'm tryna run my bands up, they can't catch us. Bitch, I'm self-made, I don't take no pay cut. Bitch, I'm self-made, don't take pay cups. Sippin' on purple like the Lakers. In the bando, tryna scrape up. Might jug me some, might take some. I stayed down for it, I had to wait for. No sleep, young nigga had to wake up. She get a pound for if your cake up. Young nigga might fuck around and bake some. She can get the shit for the LO. Young nigga just ring my metro. I got the gas for you, I got the petrol. I got the old.
The bombing sucks, the bombing sucks. Odell Beckham scored a touchdown.
We're live, Dan. Okay, we're live.
Oh, shit. Sorry, bro. I was just singing the fantasy blues. You know what I mean?
That's it, man.
I am a combined 1-8. My team has what is called touchdownitis.
It's a thing.
Which is, I was a little offended when you sent that text out. Kind of taking a jab, and I have a pretty serious disease going on with my team. We literally, I think we got rid of it, but we couldn't get in the end zone last week. It was impossible.
Great
but
for me.
I've been around the locker room. The guys are feeling good. I hope I don't have to sing the blues anymore. But anyway, welcome to the Sackdown. It's good to see everybody. Week 4 just happened.
Yep.
We're moving on to week 5. Chase of Base is not around. He's working Austin City limits. So my assistant to the co-host, BJ, the HJ King, is here to help talk us through the Sackdown. So we're going to go through the week 4 recap. Standing scores. We're going to hit BJ's bonehead move of the week. Dan's Stone Cold Bonafide Fantasy Lock, along with a couple other predictions. BJ, kick us off with a quick Week 4 recap there, pal.
Well, I'd love to start with the fact that, I beat this guy thanks to Jordy Nelson dropping more points than anybody else on his team. We're just going to leave it at that. Wentz drops the beat. We win. So, moving on. 4-net down territory. First win of the season. Congratulations, Scotty, taking on Double McCaffrey with fries. I gotta say, Scotty, this was more of a Cal gives you the win than you take the win. Both low scores of the week. Matt, way to go. Ben Watson still rostered. Congratulations on that.
Good old-fashioned pillow fight.
Yep.
Where I come from.
99.5, 97.5. Also not helping you. Minnesota defense -9 in your starting lineup. Way to go. C Cup is more than enough. Well, it's been more than enough of the winning for him. 4-0. Continues his winning ways. Duke Nukem you got in the way, man. Just didn't work for you. You had a couple guys score more than 25, 30 points, but...
Choo-choo! The C Cup train is rolling, baby.
Sass is just killing it. Cooper Cup, 37.2 points. Wow. That's just, man... But Sneezing Pandas, second high score in a row. Joyce, I don't know what you're doing to your team. I don't know. Maybe we need to have some steroid check-in. I don't know what's going on. Man. And you started off real down in week 1 against this guy right here. But, hey, 2 high scores in a row. You can't argue with that. Kayla's tits. We'll get to that later.
It's a bad name. No one gets it.
I think what really hurts you, you only lost by 3. Sammy Watkins, goose egg. Not going to work for you in your lineup.
Classic.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. Darnold trumps Toadstool. The pick of the week from this guy. Carry on, my wayward son. Loses by 9. Way to go, Carver. Zeke was the difference. 34-pointer. That's where the guy shows up. Plays big. Dev, you had everyone scoring between 13 and 23 points. That's a solid lineup. Putting up 145. Way to go. That's a tough loss, but Zeke was the difference maker. and the result is the result.
It's my first loss on my lock of the week, so
It's a tough one.
start again this week, no problem.
Here we are. Make America great again. The namesake takes down the high score of the week as a player, 41 for Alvin Kamara. That's pretty impressive. You can't argue with probably the best point scorer so far in 4 weeks. Edelman must be a Jew. Glad you're back from Poland. Just not working for you while you're over there. You're watching games while it's nighttime. It's tough.
Dushki, pierogi. You can't coach a team from out of the country. Glad it was early in the season. Happy to have you back, Jacko, and let's keep on winning here moving forward.
And that's your highlights from week 4.
All right, standings. So we got C Cup 4-0 alone at the top here. Camarica, the Pandas, and Edelman must be a Jew, all at 3-1. We've got Carry On My Wayward Son, Darnold, Duke Nukem, Wentz, all at 2-2. Double McCaffrey with fries, Fournette, Stormy D, all at 1-3, and Mike Wendell having probably one of the unluckiest starts to a season I've ever seen. He's 0-4 and has the most points scored against him by a long shot. You have the numbers on there, Brian?
622 points against. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. But I have to give it up. 4-0 Cooper Kupp, 617 points scored. This is not surprising that he's 4-0. And Waffle's making a sneak preview here. Good to see you, Pup. Moving on.
All right, let's talk through some weekly awards. Start of the week. This one was tough. There was a lot of good starts. I loved Scotty's start of Sterling Shepard to take down Matt. Ended up being a really crucial. Yep.
Yeah, it was real clutch.
Yep. But I gotta go with Sass for starting Cooper Kupp against the Vikings. I don't know who else he would have started, but Vikings are a tough defense, known to be at least. Haven't shown him much this year, but scored 37.2 points, and that helped Sass run away with it. Manager of the week, however, we're going over to the Sneezing Pandas.
Yep.
Mike Joyce, the guy's a grinder. He does his homework in the offseason. He's the type of guy that beats you in the offseason.
He's also the type of guy that plays the intro to the Sackdown on loud in the office. So way to go there. Keep the playing going. Forget the headphones.
That's it. So 2 high scores in a row. And they were high.
Pretty impressive.
They were high. 170, 160 about. So,
yeah.
Mike, I tip my cap to you, my friend.
Let's the fake hair on top of it.
So we're getting over to BJ's Bonehead Play of the Week, but before we do, we've got to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, and we love this one.
Sponsors.
Oh man,
it's a great sponsor.
It's a great sponsor. So this one is to the fantasy football team name guru, Michael Wendell. This is a fantastic service. It'll give you insight into Mike Wendell's crazy brain. There's a lot of interesting and cool stuff going on there. There's also a lot of memories in there that nobody else can remember. But sometimes those repressed memories come forward and they make the best team names.
They do.
Clearly.
They really do.
Look at this. It's hilarious.
The call out from last week. Here you are.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. So Mike can help you do this. It's really valuable. So do us all a favor. Head over to ican'tnameateam.com and type in the code SACKUP, 15% off. I really think you're going to love it.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of rewards from going to that site. Definitely recommend it. For all those out there who can't figure out what team name they want to go with, maybe they're stuck with Dan's team. Maybe they're stuck with just no name at all. Mike Wendell's your guy to go to. Definitely check him out.
It's good stuff.
And thank you to our sponsors. They've really been great to us.
Thanks, Mike.
Awesome.
All right, so Bonehead Play of the Week, Brett. What do you got for us?
Hey, the BJ Bonehead Play of the Week absolutely has to go to Matt Calamito. Why in the world is Ben Watson even rostered in this league? I don't know. I can't think of a reason why.
No one knows. Not even God. Or Jesus?
Any of them.
None
All of them.
Poseidon doesn't even know. None of the gods.
But, so you have that coupled with Minnesota defense getting you -9 in a 2-point differential in your game. You could have started the Washington Redskins defense. They were on a bye, and you could have won your game.
Mm-hmm.
That's man. Just got to rethink what you're doing.
That's tough, Al Matty. You're a grinder, though, buddy. I know you're going to be back to the drawing board, and you have some good stuff for us in the lineup this week. We got a new segment here coming up, and this one's called Sack Up, Bro. Sack Up, Bro. Bri?
Sack up, bro. This segment, love this segment, and I don't think there's anyone else that we could pick for this one other than Mike Wendell. We've already alluded to it multiple times in this podcast. We're going to have a little fun with this one because, come on, Mike. Kayla's tits?
Just a bad name. First off, it's a bad name.
I mean, we've seen them. I got to play with them. They're amazing. They're fun. They're awesome. They're made from the sweetest stuff on earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fruity Pebbles.
What I'm trying to say is they're great. Your team is not. Don't disrespect them like that. Change the name again. Sack up, bro.
Spread them! Moving on. All right, so we're going to go through the matchups here this week. I'll kick it off here. Sass, the largest favorite I've ever seen in fantasy football, maybe, at plus 42. Or I think it's minus 42 over Scott.
Yeah, minus 42. It's a bit of a joke.
I'm going to take Sass on this one. I think it remains unbeaten. That Sassaman train is a tootin' and a bootin'.
He's going to remain unbeaten, no joke.
No question about it. All right. Next one. Stormy Daniel taking on Wendell's team. Again, this is a no-brainer. I'm going to take this one down. My team has shaken off the touchdown-itis.
I hope so.
Again, everyone's feeling really good in the locker room. This should be a blowout. I don't expect to be within 25 to 75 points of Mike.
Wow. You heard it here first.
And then BJ versus Chase. Battle of the Sackdown co-hosts.
Hey.
Or co-host and assistant to the co-host.
Yeah.
2-point spread with BJ in favor. The question is, can the Redskins keep Kamara and Thomas in check? I think that game is...
That game
gonna make or
is
break.
pivotal for the whole matchup. 100%.
We'll see if Johns rolls out AP. He doesn't have his lineup right now. But, it's an option.
You might do some tinkering on the toilet Sunday morning.
Tinker
never
Magoo.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Sunday, 1 p.m. We'll see you there.
Take us through the next three.
Dev versus Cal. Hey, former DC roomies back in the day. Cal might be able to finally break that 100-point mark. Good luck on that one. And maybe you might get an easy win with Dev because he's currently not rostered a tight end or a defense. Gonna hurt you, Dev. You got 18 hours. Might want to figure that one out. I think I'm going Cal on that one just based on the lineup situation. Battle of the Del Val linemen. Dan Carver, Eli Gardner. Here we are. Duke Nukem has a pretty serious point advantage on this situation, 17 to start out. It's a tough deficit to overcome, so, that's a tough start for you, Carver, but hey, you know what? There's always next year. Finally, Sneezing Pandas taking on the Juju.
It's a good matchup.
It's a great matchup.
Two heavyweights.
You got a couple, 3 of the 4 high scores of the year.
The old heavyweight battle, right?
Hey, here we are. Jack's the current favorite, but can he break the streak of the Pandas? 2 in a row. Is it going to be 3 in a row high scores? I don't know.
I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be a good one. Yep.
We'll see what's going on here. And I'm going to go over to Dan, your lock of the week.
Yeah, so the Stone Cold bona fide lock of the week. I got a little head start on this one. Unfortunately, we had a little delay in taping and some technological issues.
Setting up the studio a little bit.
Setting up the new studio.
Here we are.
It took a lot of time, but I'm going against Carver again this week. That's Dan Carver, the youngest.
Yep.
Eli's got a big lead here. James White had a great game. I love Big Ben against Atlanta. I love Keelan Cole against the Chiefs. I think this is about as lock as you can lock. Like I said, that was the first one I lost last week. I get a free pass on that one. I've hit all my other ones. So.
Breakfast ball, as some would say in the golfing world.
So that's what we got for you this week. Brian, what are you looking forward to in Week 5 coming up here, buddy?
I'm pretty excited about how the men are going to separate from the boys. You know, the playoff contenders are going to break away from the playoff pretenders this week, I think. And it's going to be really interesting to see who does what in Week 5, and it's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm. This week's always an interesting one because the 1 and 3 guys could potentially go 1 and 4.
That's tough.
Right?
Tough.
And you know what that means? You get a little desperate with the trade offers.
Yes.
I mean, I'm pretty much locked in for a W, but if by God's grace that I lose this matchup, I'm going to be sending out some desperate offers to all of you out there, our listeners.
Yep.
So I look forward to that not happening. But if it does, I also look forward to the interactions. It's great. That's all we got for the weekly Sackdown. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you all next week. I'm Stormy Daniel.
This is BJ over here.
The HJ King.
Filling in for Chase. Love you, bud. ACL. See you later.
Best thing in the world. I'm upset we haven't been doing this for the last 4 years.
We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Next week,
when I see you again.